Welcome back. So, we have a new event incoming. You may have seen the picture leak last night. Maybe yesterday during the day, I'm not sure. I saw it last night. So, we have Operation Snow Mayhem. This is going to be our Christmas event. It's running from December 17th to January 12th. And what are you going to be getting in it? A whole boatload of weapons. Now, I think some of these are new. I'm pretty sure the MKB-42M is a returning one. If not, we had something very similar to it in the Gold Order shop in the past, but I didn't pick it up at the time, so I'm not that familiar with it. So essentially what we have here, we have some silver, we have appearance orders, and then we've got a ton of weapons. And we can go over the weapons a little bit more down below, because they have information about them, but this is the standard event format, 20,000 points every 2 days. So every one of these that you do, you'll get something. So it looks like there's no like dead periods, which is kind of nice. I find from time to time when they do these events, there will be like a little gap where there isn't really anything important there, but not with this event. You're going silver, appearance orders, gun, 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 all the way through. So, you get the idea. So, what are we getting? BR5 Fedorov rifle. Now, it looks to be a little bit different than the Fedorov automat that we have in game. This one's a little bit different. Still BR5. Still looks like it's going to be full auto. Or maybe not full auto. 3-round burst. There you go. But from what I saw in the video, it looks like you could probably shoot it similar to the Gewehr Kurtz. So it may as well be automatic, even if it isn't. So that'll be nice if you haven't reached BR5, or like if you're just getting into BR5 and you don't really have your what are they called? The AVS. Not the AVS? The AS. There you go. The AS-44. So if you don't have your not an AK, and you don't have your Fedorov yet, but you're dabbling in BR5, like let's say you've got, I don't know, a couple premium squads you picked up, or you've got like the tank and you've got the rifle, but you haven't gone down the assault line yet. You know, might be nice. You might be able to outfit part of a squad. I think you're getting 2 of each of these. So that will be nice. Moving on from there, America's getting the M2A1 carbine. Now, initially when I looked at this, I did like a quick look, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's like the paratrooper gun that we have on the Paramarines. Oh, no, no. These are M2s with folding stocks. So, if you've played High BR America, you're probably familiar with the M2 carbine. It's basically a submachine gun that you can put on riflemen. Fires a 30 cal round. It's a pretty good gun. This is going to be a slightly different looking one. Probably it'll have worse handling because it's got a wire stock, but, you know, what you gonna do? It looks cool. I like it. It's a fine addition. It falls under the same category as the Fedorov of if you're just getting to BR5, it might be nice to have, because you might be able to take a squad and make it work at BR5. It is only 2 weapons, though, so, you know. Moving on from there, we have the MKB-42M for Germany at BR4. Now, this is really interesting. Up until now, basically every, like, quote-unquote assault rifle, well, most of the ones in the game are assault rifles, but this is what I'm kind of getting at. Like, this is a very prototype assault rifle. Would have been BR5. And I'm really happy to see that this one is not BR5, because there's already too much competition in BR5. A lot of the assault rifles that are in BR5, I don't think really compete well in BR5 statistically. Like in game, I think that pretty much any gun, any assault gun can be used at BR5 effectively, but I digress. The point here is that this is BR4, and if you play BR4 Germany, and I do play BR4 Germany from time to time, this is going to make your lineup a lot more interesting. Unfortunately, we're only getting 2 of them, so I can't quite outfit a whole squad with them, much to my disappointment. But if I run like an APC, this can go on the 2 assaulters in like the premium half track, and then I can give like a submachine gun to the driver because the driver can't take assault rifles. And that could actually be a pretty interesting loadout. So it's probably exactly what I'll do with it. But it's a cool gun. I'm like 99% sure this is the same one that we've seen in the past in the Gold Order store, but like I can't say for certain because I never picked it up and I never paid that much attention to it. I just know that we used to have an MKB-42 in the Gold Order store. Moving on from there, we have the M1921 Thompson 20 for Japan. This is at BR2, so now the Japanese get a Thompson. And it looks to be a pretty good Thompson. One of my favorite squads at BR2 are the Marine Raiders. And the Marine Raiders get 20-round Thompsons. They're at BR2. They're awesome. I'm also a big fan of the BSA Thompson. This is mostly because I find Thompsons to be, I don't know, peak American fantasy. And a lot of the guns at BR2 just don't really interest me that much, but Thompsons do. I just think Thompsons are really cool. And I've always had a good time with them. So I suspect that if you're a Japanese player and you play low BR Japan, these are going to be a great addition to your lineup. Now, Japan has a ton of really good submachine guns, so this isn't necessarily going to replace any of them, but it's cool. And that really is, in my opinion, the theme of this event. There's nothing here that really jumps out at me like, whoa, right? Like, you get 2 guns for every nation. Okay, no squad. A little bit disappointing. But they're cool. And I think that's what this event's really going off of. Everybody gets something, and that something for everybody is pretty cool. So you guys let me know what you think. Admittedly, I am a little bit disappointed that there's no squad involved in this. Admittedly, even though this is nice that every nation is getting something, I think I would have been a lot happier if instead of giving every nation something, they had picked 2 nations and given 4 of each of those guns, because at least that would be enough to outfit a squad, or at least most of a squad. I guess in the case of like the M2A1 carbine, because that's almost certainly going to be a rifle. Because this doesn't actually say like what they are, I don't believe. It can be issued to vehicle, crews, and assault troops. Okay, so yeah, if we had 4 of these, we could outfit a whole assault squad with them. I don't know why this is only going on assault troops when the normal M2 goes on riflemen, but, you know, whatever. The Fedorov, it doesn't actually say. I was really, or I am really curious if this is going to go on riflemen or if this is going to go on assaulters. The normal Fedorov automat goes on assaulters, which would initially lead me to believe that this will go on assaulters, but I just have a feeling that this is going to go on riflemen. I don't know. It just seems like it might. But the whole theme of these are assault weapons, right? So like this is a proto assault rifle. It's definitely going to go on assaulters, I think. This is a submachine gun, so it's going on assaulters. So I guess we'll see. So let me know what you think down below. Again, I think I would have preferred to get 4 of like 2 of the weapons. Like they could have done the Fedorov and the MKB, and then the next one they could do like the Thompson and the M2. Admittedly, now that they've made the changes to the legacy squads and the Neo legacy squads, I kind of wish that we had just gotten an event squad, because if we'd gotten like a 6-man event squad with the add-on flex slot, I think that would have been pretty great. This isn't bad though. Like I said, the weapons are cool. They're a little bit interesting. It's just last year we had the Soviet paratroopers, and I don't think any event is going to ever live up to the Soviet paratroopers. They're like the best event squad I think they've ever made. Um, but yeah, should be exciting. Lots of new toys for everybody. As per usual, get out there, kick ass, take names, and win your games.